Today's been a very busy day. Weather's been great and I haven't even had a chance to really come outside and enjoy the weather. I've also been trying to fly the drone, and every single day that I want to, it's been extremely windy and I just can't. It's impossible to fly that thing in the wind. However, I have been flying it around inside the house. I've hit a lot of stuff, but I'm learning how to fly that thing a lot better. So hopefully, as soon as the wind stops blowing like crazy all over the place, I'll be able to take it outside and get some really good footage. Nonetheless, today, package came in the mail. Let's tear into it and see what this is. Where's the blade at? Oh, it's taped on there. Oh. So here is another molding plane. Let's see, which way does this go in? Here we go. No, that ain't right. So in the mail today came another molding plane. This one's got a really different kind of pattern on it, but this one has something that none of my other molding planes have, and that is reference marks. So right here is one of the lines, and right here is another one, and this exactly tells you how to hold the plane so you get the correct angle of whatever you are trying to put this profile on. And this one is made by G. Gardner Late Holbrook. So I don't have any by him yet. So this is a great new addition to the collection, and I'll have to be testing this one out sometime this week. This iron looks a little bit rougher. It's got some rust on it. The back needs to be flattened, and then it looks like the profile needs to get cleaned up quite a bit. Probably just hit it with some sandpaper really quick and get that job done, and then I can try it out and show you guys what this profile looks like. So now moving on to the next subject here. Over a couple years I've been really progressing towards hand tools, but every now and then I still throw in a power tool show, like using a bandsaw or table saw, stuff like that. But one of my tools that I almost absolutely hate is my table saw. Okay, so hold that thought for a second, because I was just driving through the middle of our town and all of the flowers here have almost fully bloomed and it looks amazing. I wish that they had the fountain going right. These things look amazing. It looks really good out here in the middle of the town. If only that fountain was going right now. So here's the other part of the area that leads up to the big chair. Like I said, this is like the peak time. These only last for like a week or two, and then all of this just kind of disappears, withers up, and the whole area no longer looks like this. So back onto the subject of the table saw. One of the things that I don't like about it is that it's a cheaper model. The tabletop is awfully small, and you can't do anything about big sheets and cutting them down. And I have a circular saw, so I think that I'd be able to get away with not using the table saw for that kind of stuff. It also does not have one of those riving knives, I believe that's what you call them, to help with the boards staying split apart so they don't pinch that blade and cause a lot of kickback. And if you've ever looked at the back of my shop, like in the background, I've got like a couple holes in the wall from where I've actually had a couple boards kick back on me and actually go flying through the wall. And that stuff can be pretty scary sometimes, especially when you think about your fingers just getting in there and just, I mean, in a matter of seconds, you could lose your fingers. One of the other things I don't like about this is that when you take this little plate off right here, a lot of other table saws are pretty uniform in how their inserts are. But this one is like completely different and is really strange. I've tried to make like a clearance insert before, and there's almost no way that you could. I mean, look at it. It's got these like little ridges right here. There's like 3 different steps. And I've tried to make one before for it, and it's got these little tabs right here, and there's too much stuff that you would have to recreate, like this bevel right here. I guess you could cut it all out, almost weld in a plate from the bottom, and then you would have a spot, but that's way too much work for just a table saw. And I have all these hand saws that I can put to good use if I get rid of it and really dedicate my time using the hand saws instead of saying a table saw to rip something down. So what are your thoughts? What do you guys determine whether or not you guys keep your table saw or get rid of it when you guys kind of switch from a hand tool world to a power tool? I guess it would be opposite, so when you go from power to hand tool. Do you guys keep your table saw, or do you guys just say, alright, I'm done with it, I'm going to throw it out and get rid of it and only use the hand tools? Because honestly, I don't even really use the table saw except to just randomly cut things. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think I should do. Get rid of it or keep it? Let me know. Leave comments below. Later this week we'll get the hand plane cleaned up, get it tested. Let's see what kind of profile it cuts. The table still has to be finished, but I've gotten everything all clamped up nice and tight, nice and square, so after I get the edges all cleaned up, I'll be able to throw the top on, get it secured, finish the trim on the edge of the table. Okay, so I lied. I can't wait to test out that new hand plane. I've already started playing around with it. It cuts it so nice. It was so easy to make a shape like that with the custom profiled molding plane.